Well, I gotta ask you this right out of the gates, because I know a lot of people are probably thinking about it. You think we're going to play college football this year?
I've said right from the start of all this that there were a whole lot of things that had to be worked out for that to happen.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of things to be worked out, and as I look across the country, and I get some emails and articles every day that I read from various people around the country, athletics directors, conference commissioners, and I think everybody has the same concerns. No one's saying right now we're not going to do it. I've talked to some of them recently. They say it's just so hard to plan when you don't know. Everything changes every day or so. It changes, and you don't know what's out there. Say you somehow get through training camp, and football is a sport where you can't practice social distancing and practice football. And when you go to tackle somebody, you get pretty close if you plan on getting them down.
Yeah,
and
no
so
doubt.
there are a lot of
doubt.
issues like that just with the game itself. But then say you get through all of that. You get on the plane to go play Auburn, to go play Alabama, or whatever. So you ride on a plane across the country, you get off, you get on buses to go to the hotel, you stay in the hotel, and then someone said, a couple of guys said, Coach, man, I don't feel well, whatever. You tell, oh, they're positive. So now you brought that whole team on a plane together. They've been on buses together, and then when they're in town, you can't ask kids. I know kids. I spent my life, I was a kid, but I know college kids because I've been around them my whole life. They're not going to go stay by themselves in a room at night after practice and everything. So you got 3 or 4 guys living in an apartment together. Each of them has X number of friends that they interact with. So your odds go up dramatically of running across somebody that is positive, and just so many issues there,
Yeah, no doubt about that, Coach. And then we've got, of course, the NBA players, they're doing this bubble thing. I'm sure you've seen this, Coach, where they're being super strict about, who can be there, who they can interact with. And, within the first couple of days, Coach, I think I saw that a couple players inadvertently got out of the bubble. And so now they have to go back into quarantine for a little bit. And so we just got to be mentally flexible. We got to, this is something we've never dealt with before. And so we just have to do what we need to do. And I think, Coach, you would agree with this. The number one priority needs to be the health and safety of the players and the coaches. So
no question.
What are your thoughts on that?
You got to be very careful. You're an attorney. You got to be very careful about bringing those players back into an atmosphere where there's a big statement being made that it's not safe for the regular students to come back on campus and go to class in person. Yeah. But you're going to bring these players and athletes back and put them in an environment where they're together, have to be together if they're practicing. And so there's some big, I saw an article, an attorney in Florida a week ago wrote about all the issues about liability and how it works. And you got a young guy, maybe 19 years old, 20 years old, and you're pretty much telling him he has to come back. Now, I'm sure the school attorneys are coaching the coaches up to say, tell the guy we'd like him to come back if he wants to come back, but if he has any reservations, don't come back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And here, by the way, sign this all, with the 15 pages of small print. We want you to sign this before you come back.
That's right. We should not in any way do this unless we use the best science that we can use and determine that it is safe. And that's where I don't know how we're going to do that. I don't think we have that capability right now to know everything that we're dealing with. I don't know. It's just, but one thing I'll say in dealing, we did this. I had choir practice with the team, and we'd say it's not the bad things in life that happen to you. They're important.
Yeah.
But it's how you react to them.
Yeah.
And we can choose as a nation, as a state, as a university. We can choose our reaction and say, we're going to stay positive. We're going to be smart. Try to go by the science, try to get all the information we can. And then whatever restrictions come up, we should go by them.